Welcome back to Learn English Anyways. Have you ever studied English for years, memorizing complicated grammar and endless vocabulary lists? But then, when you're in a real conversation, your mind just goes completely blank? It's a frustrating feeling, isn't it? You're in a new, exciting country, but you can't do simple things like order a coffee or ask for directions without a wave of anxiety. You worry you'll mess up, that people won't get what you're saying, or that you'll just freeze. But what if I told you that you don't need to be fluent to be confident? What if you only needed a handful of phrases to smoothly handle an entire day abroad? In this video, we're not drilling grammar. Instead, we're going to follow our friend Alex, a beginner English speaker, on their very first solo trip. We'll see how Alex conquers a full day, from a morning coffee run to making a new friend in the evening, using just 20 key phrases. These are the real practical phrases you'll actually hear and use. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact words you need for your own adventures, so you can stop translating in your head and start speaking. Let's get into it. The story begins with Alex, bright and early in a new city. The sun is out, the streets are buzzing, and the first mission is clear. Get a much-needed cup of coffee. Alex spots a charming little cafe, takes a deep breath, and walks inside. This is the first test. Here are the phrases that will get Alex through the morning. This is the classic, polite way to start any interaction before noon. It's friendly, respectful, and sets a positive tone. You can use it with the barista, someone you pass on the street, or the hotel staff. As Alex walks up to the counter, the barista smiles. Alex says, "Good morning." It's a small step, but it instantly makes the moment feel friendly. Ready to try it? Just repeat after me. Good morning. One more time. Good morning. Simple, right? This is your golden phrase for ordering anything, anywhere. It sounds so much more natural and polite than saying, I want. You can use it for coffee, food, tickets, you name it. The structure is simple. Could I have a item, please? That please at the end is magic. It makes you sound so much friendlier. Alex scans the menu, decides, and says to the barista, "Could I have a latte, please?" The barista gets it immediately. Now you try. Imagine you want a croissant. You'd say, "Could I have a croissant, please?" Perfect. This phrase is your key to ordering with total confidence. Once you've ordered, you need to know the price. This is the most direct and simple way to ask. You can use it for one thing or the total bill. It's clear, quick, and gets you the info you need. The barista sets the latte on the counter. Alex points to it and asks, "How much is that?" The barista replies, "That'll be $4.50. This one is essential for shopping and eating out. Let's say it together. How much is that? Again, how much is that? Okay, this is a phrase you will hear, not one you will say. But it's crucial you understand it. When you order food or drinks, the cashier will almost always ask this. To have here means you'll eat in the cafe. To go, or take away in British English, means you're taking it with you. The barista asks Alex, to have here or to go? Alex wants to soak in the atmosphere for a minute, so the response is easy. To have here, please. If Alex was in a rush, it would be, to go, please. Nailing this question is a huge step. It means you're tuning into the natural rhythm of daily conversation. Before you pay, it's a good idea to check if they accept cards, especially in smaller spots. Asking, "Do you take credit card?" is the standard way to do this. It can save you from that awkward moment of not having enough cash. Alex only has a card, so before pulling it out, Alex asks, "Do you take credit card?" The barista smiles and points to the card reader. "Yes, of course." Super practical phrase. Let's practice. Do you take credit card? We all know "thank you," but adding "so much" makes it warmer and more heartfelt. Use it when someone has been extra helpful or just to show a little more appreciation. It's a tiny change that makes a big difference. The payment is done. Alex grabs the latte, smiles, and says, "Thank you so much." The barista replies, "You're welcome. Have a great day." And just like that, Alex did it. The first interaction of the day was a total success. With just a few simple phrases, Alex got coffee, paid, and had a great exchange. Riding high from the coffee success, Alex is feeling more confident and ready to explore. The plan is to hit up a famous museum, but there's one small problem. Alex has no idea how to get there. Time to ask for help. Here are the phrases Alex uses to navigate the city. When you need to ask a stranger for help, you can't just dive right in. This phrase is the perfect, polite way to get someone's attention. "Excuse me" is the signal, and "sorry to bother you" shows you respect their time. It's a friendly way to interrupt. Alex spots a friendly-looking person on a bench and walks over. "Excuse me, sorry to bother you." The person looks up and smiles, ready to help. This opener works like a charm. Let's repeat it. "Excuse me, sorry to bother you." Admitting you're lost can feel a little embarrassing, but this phrase makes it easy. "I'm a bit lost" is a softer, more common way of saying "I am lost." It's less dramatic. Following it with "Can you help me?" is a clear and polite request for help. After getting the person's attention, Alex says simply, "I'm a bit lost. Can you help me?" This immediately tells the other person exactly what's wrong and how they can help. This is the #1 phrase for asking for directions. It's simple, direct, and works for any destination. A museum, the train station, a specific street, you name it. Just add the place at the end. Alex continues, "How do I get to the City Art Museum?" The person starts to give directions. This is your master key for getting around. Let's practice. Say you need the nearest train station. You'd ask, "How do I get to the nearest train station?" Sometimes directions can be long and complicated. Before you get a whole speech, it's good to know if you can walk or if you need a bus. Asking, "Is it far from here?" gives you that crucial info. The person gives Alex directions with a few turns. To get a better feel for the journey, Alex asks, "Is it far from here?" The person says, "Not too far, about a 15-minute walk." This helps Alex decide to walk. A very useful follow-up. This phrase is a true multi-tool. It's not just for directions. Use it in a department store. "I'm looking for the shoe section." A grocery store. "I'm looking for pasta." Or a library. "I'm looking for books about history." It clearly states your goal. Alex gets to the museum. Inside, Alex wants to find the famous sunrise painting, but doesn't see it on the map. Alex finds a guard and says, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the sunrise painting." The guard points Alex in the right direction. Let's say it together. I'm looking for. Ever walked into a shop and a salesperson immediately asks, "Can I help you?" Sometimes you just want to browse. This is the perfect polite response. It says, "I don't need help right now, but I appreciate you asking." After the museum, Alex wanders into a souvenir shop. A shopkeeper walks over and asks, "Finding everything okay?" Alex isn't ready to buy anything yet, so Alex smiles and says, "Just looking, thanks." The shopkeeper nods and gives Alex space. This is how you politely handle those common shopping situations without feeling pressured. Another super practical question for planning your day. Whether you're at a shop, museum, or cafe, it's smart to know their hours. It helps you manage your time and avoid showing up to a locked door. Alex finds a cool souvenir, but wants to walk around more before buying it. To be safe, Alex asks the shopkeeper, "What time do you close?" The shopkeeper answers, "We close at 6 p.m." Now Alex knows there's plenty of time. Let's practice this one. What time do you close? The day of exploring was awesome. Now it's evening and Alex is getting hungry. It's time for dinner. Feeling a lot more capable, Alex picks a cozy-looking Italian restaurant. Here are the final phrases to complete the day. When you walk into a restaurant, the host will need to know your party size. This is the standard way to ask for a table. Just say, "A table for," and add the number of people. Alex enters the restaurant and the host at the door asks, "How many?" Alex replies confidently, "A table for one, please." If Alex were with a friend, it would be, "A table for two, please." The host leads Alex to a great little table. A smooth, easy start to dinner. At a new restaurant, the menu can be a lot to take in. Asking for a recommendation is a brilliant move. It's a great way to try something the restaurant is proud of and to interact with your server. The waiter arrives, but Alex can't decide. Alex looks up and asks, "What do you recommend?" The waiter's face lights up as they describe their favorite pasta dish. Alex decides to trust them. This is how you find hidden gems on the menu. Once you've decided, this is the most natural way to tell your waiter what you want. It's way more common than "I want" or "I will eat." Just follow the phrase with your dish. After hearing the recommendation, Alex is sold. "That sounds great. I'll have the mushroom risotto, please." It's polite, clear, and confident. Let's say it together. I'll have the. The meal was amazing, and now it's time to pay. In many countries, the waiter won't bring the bill, or check, until you ask for it. This is the most polite, standard way to ask. It's common to use "we" even if you're dining alone. Alex finishes up and catches the waiter's eye, asking, "Could we have the bill, please?" The waiter nods and brings it right over. This phrase lets you leave when you're ready without waiting around awkwardly. While dining, a person at the next table, also alone, started chatting with Alex. They talked about their travels in the city. Now it's time to leave, and you need a friendly way to end the conversation. This phrase is perfect. As Alex gets ready to go, they turn to their new acquaintance and say, "Well, it was nice meeting you." The other person smiles back, "You too! Enjoy your trip." It's a warm, polite way to say goodbye to someone you've just met. His is a classic small talk question that opens the door for a real conversation. It shows you're actually interested in the other person. In fact, this is what the person at the next table asked Alex to start their chat. Hi there. That risotto looks good. I love that dish here. How was your day exploring the city? It's such a simple question, but it allowed Alex to share their adventures, practice English, and connect with someone. It's a powerful little tool for making new friends. This is the perfect way to say goodbye to anyone in the evening. A new friend, a shopkeeper, your waiter. It's a polite and warm closing that wishes the other person well. As Alex leaves the restaurant, they make eye contact with the host and say, "Thank you. Have a good evening." The host replies, "You too." Alex steps out into the cool night air, feeling a huge sense of accomplishment. They didn't just survive the day, they thrived. They explored, ate well, and even made a friend, all with a handful of simple phrases. So, what's the big takeaway from Alex's day? You don't need to know every single word in English to communicate. You just need the right words. Alex started the day feeling nervous, but ended it feeling confident. By focusing on these real-world phrases, Alex handled every situation smoothly. You can do this too. Let's do a quick recap of the 20 phrases that powered Alex's day. Good morning. Could I have a please? How much is that? To have here or to go? One to understand. Do you take credit card? Thank you so much. Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm a bit lost. Can you help me? How do I get to? Is it far from here? I'm looking for. Just looking, thanks. What time do you close? A table for one, please. What do you recommend? I'll have the. Could we have the bill, please? It was nice meeting you. How was your day? Have a good evening. Your challenge this week. Pick 3 of these phrases and use them. Practice them in a mirror, with a friend, or just say them out loud. The goal is to make them feel natural to you. Which phrase on this list do you think is the most useful? Let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear from you. And if this video was helpful and you want more practical English lessons, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. I've also made a free PDF cheat sheet with all 20 of these phrases that you can download and take on your own adventures. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember, confidence comes from communication, not perfection. Have a great one.